Hey guys, welcome to Indian Ninja Gaming. I am the Indian Ninja and we are here with some more Gold Mining Simulator Season Board. Oh my god. Leaderboard Season 32. Great start. That was a fantastic start there. Almost screwed up on the name and then jumbled up the leaderboard section. All good. It's always something. Hello Gabriel, welcome. And have you got, I don't want to keep calling you Russian guy, do you have like a phonetic pronunciation at all? That's all good dude, it's all good. Life happens, I get that. Hey Zim, how you doing dude? A mutual friend of yours added me on Steam earlier. Zim. Hello Bucks. Oh, it's a good showing right at the start here. Right. So I intended to have been done with the or close to the end of spring with my day off yesterday, but I wound up spending almost all day in bed. I wasn't well. A flu-like bug, just a small one, like a 24-hour one apparently, but big ass headache come along with it. So I don't know. Let me double check. I think that was his name. Yes, Zerlek. In fact, I got a message from him. Ah, Zim's wife. Tell him I said hi, please. Oh, that's a shame, Gabriel. Oh, that's nice though. Good luck catching up. My advice to you: go for the seasonal. You're probably gonna struggle trying for the max gold at this point. So head on for the seasonal. So yeah, like I said, if it was just like the other symptoms, you know, I had what, shivers, lack of appetite. I could have still played. You know, cuddled up on the sofa, got a duvet on me, could have still played. But the headache that comes with it, I hate getting the flu. Any type of flu or flu-like virus, I always get headaches every time. Sorry, I don't understand English. Well, write to the chat. I'll translate. Okay. Don't want to keep calling you Russian guy. Can you say your name as it sounds? Hey, indeed, my computer in the shop. I got a 2 terabyte solid state hard drive. Nice, Austin. Is that what, a second drive you mean? Or are you going for a 2 terabyte hard drive as your main? I probably spelt the word Russian wrong there. As your main. Fair enough. But I told you didn't need a new computer though, didn't I? Motherboards usually have multiple slots for multiple hard drives. And the power supply normally has enough sockets on it to have a few. Well, I can have up to 6 on my motherboard. My power supply unit can only power 4, I think. Oh, nice, Jim. Nice. Hopefully it works for you. I did have an SSD as my main hard drive. But a little while ago it just died on me. Thankfully I still had this one, the one I'm using now, a HDD, my old HDD. I keep everything. Like any computer part that gets replaced, as long as the old one still works, I keep hold of it. You never know when you might need an emergency backup. Andrew. Okay. Thank you very much, dude. I just don't want to keep calling you Russian guy. Zim, do you have Out of Ore? That's quite a heavy game. Maybe put the laptop through its paces with that one. I'll show you guys what I've done. In fact, yeah, sod it. I need to see what the plant's doing anyway. Okay, this is what I've done today. since I got home from work. I did have to go and buy some more buckets. You're going to save up for good gaming piece. Right. Zim first said, that's a good point. Then Austin, I'm going to save up for a good gaming PC. I just have a gaming laptop. Oh, that's why then. That's why you can't have multiple hard drives. Okay. What you can do, if you've got the money, is get an external hard drive for games. You plug it in via USB. I have a cheap iBuy gaming PC. I have 125 gigabyte SSD, 1 terabyte, and a 2 terabyte non-SSD. I've got... if I can switch out, there we go. So, my main hard drive is a HDD drive. Used to be an SSD, but that went kaputski. So, a terabyte, obviously a little bit gets taken off the end of all hard drives, you know. But a terabyte of a HDD for my Windows. I've got a terabyte HDD for video files and music files and stream thumbs, things like that. And a 2 terabyte SSD for games. And I do have another 2 terabyte HDD as a if I run out of game space on that one, I'll plug that back in. I unplugged it when I had to replace this drive. I just never got around to plugging the other one back in. Right, in the last 5 days, I've managed to get this so far. This is what I've done in the last 5 days. You got $5,000 to $6,000 budget on Amazon right now. Big dude, I could do with some upgrades. No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I do have an idea of what I want to upgrade next, but it can wait. It's not a necessity one. Right, let's... Well, I paused my game for a little bit before the stream, my FPS went to shit. This PC, I've had this case for 15 years or so, and I've literally just been upgrading part by part as needed. And then when my motherboard reached its max capacity for like CPU upgrades, I then upgraded the motherboard, and the CPU I got, it was like the second lowest for the socket on the motherboard that I've got, which gives me space for upgrades as I need to. So I'm on DDR4 RAM, but I do have 32 gig as well. I'm on an A5, sorry, comparable to an i5. You know, it's like the Spider Coog does whatever a Spider Coog does. Oh, actually, hold on. Take the HUD away. That's not a view I want to get used to seeing. Oh no. He couldn't find a pole to climb, so he thought she'd go for the wall. Bucks just upgraded my RAM from 8 gig to 16. That helped a ton. Next upgrade I want is a graphics card, currently on the 1650 GTX. I was on the 1060. Now, thanks to you guys, obviously I'm on the 3060. And thanks to Zim, I bought another 2 sticks of RAM. 32 gig is a bit excessive, but it's spread over 4 sticks, which means if ever one of my sticks burns out, I've got backup. I'm covered. It's the first 2 sticks I had for a while are about as old as my graphics card was. You know what, right? If it ain't a Frankenstein trying to break dance, it's something else with my machines. My machines have character. My machines have broken from their programming. No, I can imagine that, Austin. I couldn't imagine spending all that much in one go. Hey Nuke, how you doing, dude? Ah, thank you, Tony. Tony Beach just saved my cable. It's well worth the considerable wage I'm paying him to have to replace a cable worth less than $50. I mean, think about it, guys. If anyone from Gold Rush is going to be able to wrestle a bear, I think it's going to have to be Tony Beats. Damn, that's one hell of a card, dude. Just make sure your power supply unit can handle it, yeah? Some people don't realise, it's like they have Super Max PC, like really top end card, power hog of a card, but then only get something like a 750 watt PSU, and then it struggles. Oh, I did. I got booted out the top 10. And when I finally get round to this clean out, it won't be enough to get me back into the top 10 yet, because this will be the first clean out of the seasonal. So Oh, it's a pre-built one. Oh, okay, so you're buying a stock machine. So it comes with the right equipment. That's fine. You should be all set then. Hmm. Oh, actually, I should be able to get in that corner now. Just about. It's going to be a tight squeeze, but... Right, get back up there. I want you to lock horns with that one. Right, is that as in as you're going to get? Off the wall. That's entirely up to you, dude. I think my biggest monitor, I've got two different sized monitors running on the same resolution. One of them is like standing on some old catalogues. But the side by side, and it works, you know. But my biggest monitor is only a 27-inch. I find personally, I'm kind of seeing everything I'm seeing. I don't have to look into certain areas specifically. I can take it all in. But it's all about your own personal preference with the monitor. Yes, no, that's correct. Seasonal is your best from day one of spring until you sleep at the hotel for that year. Okay, that square is just being weird and not displaying. 1, 2, 3, 4 from the back. 1, 2, 3, 4 from the back. No, that's the wrong end. Okay, yeah, so it's activated. Wait, what? You could take a 27-inch all in? I thought that was a Cougar's job. Well, if you want a big monitor, dude, go for a big monitor. I've got a mix and match situation with my monitors. Oh, for those who weren't here on the last stream, guys, we kind of hit a milestone for the, in a way, for the channel. I've only got the one item there right now because we needed. I wanted to do, like, test it out, and we need like a quality check and things like that. But sold the first piece of merchandise on Saturday. Azad ordered it. It's going to take like 2 to 3 weeks to get to him, and he's going to let me know like what the quality's like for it. But yeah, it's weird to think that I'm actually creating a physical object that people might want. I'm always on the digital side, you know. On 27-inch, you can probably taste it. I did something that you bought that built in my PC. What's that, dude? Oh no, I've got DDR4, not 5, but first clean out in the wash plant and already 1 bucket for the magnetite and 400 ounces. Nice, dude, nice. Don't forget, sell the magnetite if you need a quick bit of cash. For every 9,000 magnetite, you can get something like $70,000. Yeah, you've got the generation above mine. Oh, for 400 ounces, you're not going to get a lot of upgrades. I don't think you can get any for 400. No. Anything that's in buckets or anything like that gets cleaned out, and you only get 40% of it once the season ends. It's like selling the gold directly to the blacksmith. Oh, right, yes, and a 1 bucket of magnetite. Right, sorry, my bad. I got mixed up. You got to remember, I'm kind of glancing over and speed reading. The thing that I'm frustrated about is, don't tell me the wattage or that thing you told me about the power supply unit. Why is that? Taking a break from the game. Not sure how long I've been getting headaches. My neck gets all stiff from sitting so long playing. Do you need glasses? If not, maybe try some anti-glare shades or something. It don't say in the description. What, the wattage? It should, because if it's actually, no, if it's a store bought, I don't know. But when you buy a power supply unit itself, it has to tell you what it is, otherwise you don't know what you're buying. I don't know whether or not it should. I mean, it should be part of the specifications. If it's a pre-built on Amazon, try scrolling down to where all the technical information is. Let me show you something. Alright, so let's just say I want this one, right? Scroll down and it should here. Oh. Oh, wait, here we go. No, again, it's supposed to tell you. I don't know why it isn't. Try a different one. Graphics, connectivity, case and cooling. Warranty. I don't know why it doesn't tell you. It should do. It's supposed to. Huh. Hey, look, there's my CPU. In fact, I think that might actually be my CPU itself. Yeah, that is. That's the actual. That's the actual model of my CPU right there. The 80 plus PSU. 500 watt though. So 500 watt PSU. So PSU is your power supply unit. Intel Core, GeForce, terabyte. Oh, look at that. He's got a black one, guys. Now, I don't know why it's not telling you what the PSU is. I think legally they need to be able to tell you. Does it say PSU in the title? No? Hey, Gosky. I forked out and got a Predator PC last year. It does the job. I don't know what that one's worth, Austin, in pounds, let alone dollars, so I couldn't tell you. I'm afraid I couldn't tell you if you're being charged a good amount or bad. There's no sense in me researching a card that I'm not going to be able to get yet or afford or use or anything like that, you know? It's just makes you feel bad for getting a better card but not as good as you want as that one. So let's see here. It's 2 hours per day in game. I think by the end of tomorrow's stream, we should, if not be ready, then be close enough to be to hell with it, a clean out. If I put in a couple of hours before the stream after work before the stream tomorrow, and then the stream itself. So yeah, we should be hopefully ready for the clean out tomorrow. Oh, you can tell me the conversion rate, Austin. That's fine, but I don't know if it's worth that or not. Oh, what the hell? Hit the bypass! Stop the power! When did that happen? Well, that's bullcrap. I might as well let it finish up, like max out all the mats. I'm not gonna swap one to come back and swap more in a minute. Well, I mean, look, if it's a pre-built PC, dude, the likelihood is the power supply unit you're getting that comes with it will be enough. They're not going to sell you a PC that's not going to run. Otherwise, you'll just be getting your money back. So if you're happy with the model, with the one you picked out, by all means. I thought you were custom building. That's why I was saying make sure you get a power supply unit that can handle it. I thought you were custom building it. Exactly. Amazon won't tolerate that sort of... But, or the seller just wouldn't be able to sell anymore. Well, it may not be Amazon's PC. It might just be them being the seller. I'll read them in a sec, guys. This is the, obviously, this is the finicky bit. I need to pay attention to what I'm doing, and then I can take a look at chat. You know what, for years I could not do this. I had to turn them on, off and then on again as needed. I could not do this. Then, it was either last season or the season before, I gave an honest, like, I wouldn't give up. I just wouldn't stop trying no matter how annoying it got. And it worked. It was fine. It is the seller. You're going with the 4090. Some good companies here in UK for building PC. They build it to your liking, also test it all before they send it. Also, they have a nice site that will help you build a PC so you do not buy wrong parts. Now, a friend of mine at work did use a site like that. Although there was something wrong with his, so he sent it back. They obviously got it working, no extra fee, and they threw in a new title, which at the time was Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I want to say. Alright, let's going to roll a quick sig here, guys. Right, I'm not going to lie, I'm not the best when it comes to knowing all my PC specs. I can look at a card, I can compare one card to the next sort of thing. Ask me to build one from scratch, I wouldn't know what's best, you know. It takes me days to work out whether or not the other pieces I've got would work on a new motherboard or not, things like that. I mean, like I said, if I've got something I'm comparing side by side, it's a little easier for me. I'm in that middle ground, you know. You might buy who some upgrades? Me? My PC's just had some upgrades. Got some new RAM, got a new card. My hard drives, whilst old style, are working fine. I mean, it is annoying to have to wait for my PC to warm up in the morning, but... or when I get home from work or whatever. But it works. The only thing I'm thinking about upgrading at the moment, so you know how my way my microphone sounds, it sounds like I'm in a hollow empty room, doesn't it? That's because my mic's an omnidirectional. Picks up from all directions basically. It's a blue snowball. I was thinking about maybe going to a blue Yeti at some point. Instead of it being a omnidirectional, it'll be a monodirectional. Yeah, I don't know if that's the same site or not, but the one my mate used from work had something similar, the calculator thing. Thing is, Austin, whilst I'm grateful, I don't know if my current power supply unit would be able to handle that. I'd have to look into it. And this card is brand new, so there's no sense in replacing it right now. I don't like to replace stuff unless it's either broken or can no longer function, like keep up. I use things till they die, basically. I don't have the space for that. I'm on a, you know, those metal framed computer desks that has all those holes in the desktop with the pull-out drawer. I got one of those. I can barely fit my two monitors side by side here. I mean, I've actually lit the you're gonna love this. The pull-out drawer doesn't have enough space on it for me. So what I did, I got a coffee table wooden top, and it's got the holes in the corners for legs, you know, on the coffee table top, and I've cable tied this son of a bitch to my pull-out drawer to give me extra space. I am not afraid to improvise. You know the desktop I mean, don't you? The computer desk. In fact, let me see if I can find a version of it. I know we keep jumping around here, guys. Back and forth on Amazon. Sorry. Doesn't even look like they do. Ah! No, that's not it. Doesn't even look like they do this one anymore. Ish. That one's close. Oh, you can't even see what I'm seeing, can you? So this one's close to what I've got. They're so much better now. That would work well for me. Oh no, it's a laptop one though, isn't it? Laptop based. No, not quite these. I am 39, Skosky. But same generation, essentially, yes. I'm also a Blue Peter generation child, so I can find uses for almost anything. Hence the coffee table wooden top on my on my pull-out drawer. Essentially, I've got like this my wooden thing attached to something like that that's cable tied to it. You know those really big roll-out computer mats that just cover the entire desktop? That fits the coffee table top exactly. Right, I'm determined to find this thing. They probably don't even make them anymore. can't even, like, if I were to take off this coffee tabletop, I wouldn't even be able to do anything with the drawer. I've lost so many ball bearings. Right, this is closer to what I've got. Instead of the curved legs here, they're flat like the back one. This isn't a smooth surface on my one. It's covered in, it's like a grid of holes, that thin sheet metal. The pull-out drawer is exactly the same, except it's the sheet metal as well, the pull-out holes, and that bottom bit's the same, pull-out holes, etc. That is pretty much how much space I've got. Exactly. Oh, I'm the eldest of 6, so you can imagine how that was for me, Skusky. Let me put it this way, okay? So, PS3 era, when they first started coming out with the wireless over-the-ear headsets with microphone for the PS3, do you remember them? The arm broke on mine. This was the big clunky original, well, thick arm that goes over the ear version of it. When my arm broke on mine, I've got a plastic coat hanger that was actually broken, that I'd kept hold of. I cut the head off, used a screwdriver to make a hole, and attached that instead. That is what I mean by I am not afraid to improvise. I suppose I had it. I suppose I was fortunate in terms of being the eldest. Whilst everything I had wasn't technically bought new, I was the first to use it. You know, I didn't get hand-me-downs. MacGyver. I've been bush fixing since before I knew what Gold Rush was. Good grief, $7,000 is the... Oh my god, dude. Here's me thinking of, you know, you know, this upgrade or that upgrade for my PC whenever I'm trying to think about what I want or what I need. I've had this computer desk for about 15 years in this, like, with this coffee desk, coffee table top, like, lashed to it. But it's not broken. It's still usable. So, you know. It hasn't quite fallen apart yet. I haven't needed to add any duct tape to it or gaffer tape to it yet. So, technically speaking, it doesn't need replacing. Oh god, they remade MacGyver. The last major console I owned was a PS3. I got my daughter a Switch at some point, you know, years ago, but at some point I realised I had a really low end PC. My PS3 was a higher spec than my PC back then, but at some point I realised I hadn't played on my PS3 for about 2-3 months. I've only been playing PC, so I thought, screw it, traded in my PS3 and used the money to upgrade my PC and just haven't looked back. Oh, I had that. I had a Spectrum. I used to use cassette tapes to load games. My favourite one on those was Paperboy. I don't intend on getting another console, dude. The only console I own now is a PS2. And even that I don't need anymore. My computer's good enough to run emulated PS2. Do you know what one of my favourite Mega Drive games was? Beavis and Butthead Do America. Oh. Sorry guys, I had to take off my glasses there. The headphones are pushing down on them. On my ears, which are pushing down on the arms. It's getting a bit painful. Hey, Juta. Yeah, Beavis and Butthead Do America. Basically, the concept of the game was they'd gotten a couple of concert tickets to see some band. I can't even remember what band. And they got shredded in a lawnmower and blown all over town. And you had to kind of go through town. One of them, you could collect weapons, but without weapons, they each had a base attack. One of them would suddenly drop trowel and fart at the enemy when you hit the button. The other one would burp poisonous gas at them. You had to go like through a mall. At one point I remember collecting a rat from another place, bringing it to a fast food joint, putting it in the chip fryer, serving some fries to a customer who then vomited, and somehow that gave me one of the sections of my ticket. I might have to get that on emulator again. Actually, while that empties out. Ah, it did it again. God damn it. It was going so well for a while. Oh, this FPS is really jittery. I can feel it like making me feel motion sick. You know when sometimes it's 30 FPS when it's smooth, but other times if you're on a game and it's 30 FPS, it's really... I know, you can feel the effect it's having on you. Like it gives you a headache or makes you feel sick or... I might have to do another... It's because I paused the game again for a while. I find whenever I pause it for too long, that's when the memory leak hits. Right, is everything... Yep. Nothing left on the belt. Oh, apparently there was. It's not 60, but it's better. Right, that's all replaced. Okay, good. I know I don't need to do that front row anymore. It's just a habit. And not doing. Hey, Fanfus. Oh, you guys missed it. Right? If it ain't my Frankenstein trying to breakdance, it's my front end loader trying to climb the walls because she hasn't got a pole to climb. I did a quick save, quick load. And I turned around and that's what my loader was doing. It was... I didn't know what to think. Papa Furby, hello. Welcome, dude. How's the totals? Well, I've been kicked off the leaderboard on the seasonal. But that was to be expected if we're starting a new seasonal. And I'm 17th on total. We are 5 days out from doing a clean out. So far I've got all of this. Actually, yeah, let's go. Let's put this buckets away. Because knowing my luck, something will happen and they'll get scattered across the claim again. Is this not on? Of course I did a save load, didn't I? Kind of like your fuel container. I mean, it's no breakdancing Frankenstein, but it's like I was saying earlier, my equipment has character. I think it's safe to say that my equipment has character. So in just shy of just past midday, so let's call it 5.5 days. This is what we've managed to collect. Really testing out that 3060 there with those buckets. Believe it or not, I've had more. Like on my old on On my 1060, when I first got it, the memory leak was nowhere near as bad back then. I had on one corner, this I think it was on Old Arnold, I can't remember, but from the corner there, I had it out to about this post. So that entire thing there full, and I started work on that side, and I was fine. That was on a tier 3 or 4 though, so there was extra buckets from the jigs. No, I need to wait to access your bank and your other stuff. Well, I hope it all goes well for you, dude. Hope you enjoy your new system. Would you say that's roughly what I had last time I did a clean out? Looks about it, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks about the same. Only 15, so their age limit for bank. Oh, okay, yeah. Now that I know your age, dude, I do want to just quickly say, make sure you're careful about some of the information you give out over chat, okay? Internet safety, all of that. That's the parent side of me coming out. Was that wasn't 10 per row, was it? Oh, nice. Congratulations, dude. Hope you learn a lot. That did not look good. My arm doesn't bend that way. Oh, okay. Yeah, but who has the time to sit there and be that specific when you're setting them up? Especially when you're aiming for a seasonal total. I mean, okay, yes, I'm going to be spending a big chunk of time cleaning it out. I'm going to be spending a big chunk of time smelting it. But if you think about it, I am saving a little bit of time because I'm doing it all in one go, which means I'm not backing and forthing to clean it out. I'm not backing and forthing to town to smelt it. So I save travel time by doing it in bulk. You. There's only one thing I can do. There is feed, clean, walk, bathe, and ain't gonna let me do any surgeries on the pets because you need, obviously. I want to be a doctor. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go be an intern at the hospital and, you know, do surgery on day one. No, I get it, dude. I get it. They probably won't even let you pick the medicines out the cabinet. If you handle any medicines, they'll give it to you, tell you how to administer, but that's about it. That's if they do it. But it's a stepping stone. If you want to be a vet, then this is good because you can use it on your CV or resume, I should say. You know, the fact that you were willing to go and do something like this to kickstart your career. Been playing Hydroneer. Alright, so when you say oh my god or OMG, do you mean oh my god or Old Man Gaming? I'll tell you what, let's make a rule, okay? If anyone's abbreviating Old Man Gaming, do it in caps. OMG for Old Man Gaming needs to be caps because this gets confusing. Oh my god. I've got the Volcanoids. Is it? No, not Volcanoids. Whatever the new place DLC is called. I haven't done too much with it though. I do like the fact that I do like how the lava just melts the snow from if it's a dripping pipe. I love the fact they added that in. And also I really like the fact that you don't need if you got a drill chucking dirt into a pan, you don't need a brush to deal with it. Well, like I said, dude, good luck with it all, yeah? Someone who actually wants to work at your age is not quite as common anymore. I mean, when I was 14, I was working 3 different jobs in a day, every day during the summer holidays. All little jobs, but I was doing like a paper round. So I was up really early for that. Then I went to like a little local store and unloaded their van of goods for the, you know, to stock so that they could stock up in their shop. And then from there, I went to another shop and pretty much shelf stacked for 7 hours straight. That's why I got the bad back. But like I said earlier, I'm the eldest of 6, so pocket money or good pocket money wasn't really a thing. You know, I didn't really get any decent pocket money, so well, if you have it, Skoski, if you have it under the pot underneath a dripping pan and a drill just chucking the snow into the pan, it will automatically just melt, you know, give you the goods. You could just sit there and collect crap. Oh, you shake that booty. Go on. Sorry. Oh, where's the door? I tried 3 times then to get in the door. Right. They need filling up soon, but they can wait. Oh, okay, you had it like throwing it into the pan whilst the pan was in the lava pool. Well, I just got an overhanging pipe, so you got a pipe over to the drill anyway. I had an overhanging pipe coming off of the one that was feeding the drill, and it's just dripping into the pan on the constant. Yeah, no, good on you, Austin. Good on you. Just remember not to laugh when you see somebody who's got an emotional support guinea pig. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm actually quoting a comedian I've seen on YouTube. Funny as all get go. This guy. You don't actually see what he looks like because he's controlling a puppet. But you actually almost forget that you're watching a puppet sometimes until he makes a comedic reference to the fact that he can't actually see or anything like that. But essentially, because he kind of tells his jokes and his stories as if the puppet is the comedian. It was just really funny, and it was. If you guys want to check him out, feel free. You know, I'm not gonna stop you checking out other channels. It's Randy Feltface. Be warned, it's not meant for children. Let me put it this way. In one of his stories, he was sitting at a bus stop. He'd just gone shopping. One of the things he'd bought was a 9-volt battery. He only bought it because he knew he'd be sitting at the bus stop and he knew that somebody would come over and start vaping. So he then unwraps his 9-volt battery, turns towards the vapor and starts licking the 9-volt battery until the vapor gives him a weird look. He then says to the vapor, you know, I thought about vaping, but I thought I'd try something a little bit healthier. Do you have a lock on? No. Well, I've set my account to not meant for children. Or my videos, my streams, to not meant for children. Because occasionally I might swear and things like that. Not often, but it does happen. And obviously there's some occasionally adult-themed conversations going on. But if you can watch mine, you should be able to watch his, like in terms of account lockage. Whether or not you're supposed to watch him, or if your parents would agree, I'm not weighing in on any of that. That's not down to me. Oh, and the other thing he had was a bag of tangerines because apparently it's the perfect chaser for 9-volt batteries. Didn't my mats swap not long ago? Look, look, look. He's tapping its foot to the tune. Tapping his foot to the music. He's almost actually on beat. Or in tune with the, or in line with the guitar, I think. See, my equipment has character. I keep telling you guys, you don't believe me. There's some weird ass characters, but they got character. Alright, let's let that run dry. And you've done it to me again. God damn it. I really hate when it does that. Yeah, I know. But when I have to get the trailer out at the moment, I don't fill them up until they absolutely need it. Give me a goddamn bucket, thank you. Ah, this one will fill up. Perfect. I get to use one of those buckets soon. Oh my god, come here. I turned my mouse down and it's messing with me. I was running on the 16,000 DPI and I turned it down to 10 to make it a little easier on you guys. Are you going to fill up? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Go all the way. Yay. Oh wow, they're almost in sync. Right, again, I'm going to go deposit these because just before the stream started, I was filling up the franks and I went onto that dirt, side of that dirt there to do that frank, and the whole thing tipped over. And half the buckets fell out of the dump truck and rolled underneath the Frankenstein. Oh, could you imagine if I just slide into the buckets? How infuriating would that be? Shall we do... Do you want me to try and do a count? I'll tell you what, hold on. Let me place these down and then you guys can take a guess at how many buckets are there. Don't actually count them, just take a rough guess. Right, okay, there you go. I'll give you 10 seconds and then I'll start counting. Okay, I'm not going to read out what you're guessing because it's going to throw me off, but... Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24... I've lost track! God damn it. What? Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. I can't remember if I did that one or not. The autosave shifted me. 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, roughly. Give or take a couple of buckets. Juta is the closest. I might have been off in one direction or the other. Either I double counted one or where the autosave shifted my cursor over. But if it is 69 and I was right, then Juta is the closest. And what a number to be left on. Wait a minute. This is the middle of spring. Why is it snowing? It's like the other day. Over here, it's like mid-spring. And we had hailstones. I mean, granted, okay, yes, we also had some clear blue sky at some point during that same day. And heavy cloudburst rain also. But still. Rigged. No, you do not win the buckets. I tell you what, Juta, you don't win my buckets, but you win the number. Giggity. Congratulations, you win 69. I'll send a cougar your way, yeah? Oh, you didn't like that, did you? Giggity. Hey Jude, was you here when I sold my first bit of merchandise yesterday? Or was it day before? No, not yesterday, Saturday. What did you think of the way it looked? If you were. Azad's doing like a product test for me. See what the quality's like. Saw a bit of it. It is annoying that it takes like 2 weeks plus to get to him. It's the same. It'll be the same for everyone. I looked at some of the disclaimers. I was thinking, someone a while back, last time we were talking about merchandise, said how gamers always need like water bottles and things like that. And I was thinking, if I could isolate the logo, the Indian Ninja Gaming logo, delete the background to it, just like printing that sideways, like just along the bottle, just the Indian Ninja Gaming, things like that. Of course, we're going to have to get a swimsuit out there as well. You know, with my fist pumping ninja holding up the breasts. Oh, just think though, if it all works out well and the quality's good, I could get some stickers set up on there as well, so you guys, those of you with laptops, can ninja the hell out of your laptop covers. I need to do a lot of image editing though for a lot of this stuff, and I don't just mean using Photoshop. Will get rid of most of background stuff, but I'm going to have to also then take it into Paint and pixel by pixel remove the ones that Photoshop wasn't able to get to because of the shading. So assuming quality is good, guys, what sort of items, if you were to buy something from like a Ninja merchandise, what sort of items would interest you? Just like a focus group sort of thing here. Like getting a census of sorts. I mean, I don't know how far I'm going to be delving into this sort of stuff. It's not. It's good to know though. Info wise. So far, all that's up at the moment is a 15-ounce coffee cup. There is a travel mug on there as well, I believe. Well, that's what's up there at the moment. It's the biggest size coffee cup. Hold on. Oh crap, don't want to pause the game for too long. Otherwise the FPS would die on me. Where is it? I don't get $5 profit from that. I got $3.33. So it's a 15-ounce one. Apparently not dishwasher or microwave safe. I'm not sure why. Probably the image, but there's a variety of different clothing. I'm just going to do a quick flyby on the items here. Pillowcases, flag, enamel mug, you know, metal one. Oh, there's like a metal rim on it, sorry. Ceramic mug with colour inside. What size can that go up to? Apparently no bigger. There's only one size for that. Apron, paper poster, framed posters, glasses, water bottle. See, look, if I was to do something like that, I'd literally be like, on its side, Indie Ninja Gaming. Stainless steel tumbler, travel mug, and white glossy mug. So, oh. This one is 25 ounce. Holy crap. That's a big mug. Big ass mug. In fact, that's like almost twice the size of the one that I'm selling already. This one is 11 or 15. I think there was towels as well somewhere. There's a Sherpa blanket. Towels. Because everyone wants to rub themselves down with a ninja. Drawstring bag, or backpack, crossbody bag, duffel bag, bum bag, headband, larger backpack, face mask, phone cases, socks, tote bag, patches, gaming mouse pad. I missed this last time. That's like the one I'm using. Guys, wouldn't it be great if I you know, I might do that and get that for me. Ooh. Let's have a quick look here, guys. Sorry, I have to give this a quick test. See how this looks. Right. There's a stretch. Why won't you stretch? Damn it, really? I'd have to make a big change the image size, and I could double up on it as well. So I could do. What do you guys think? Obviously, I'd have to colour in around it. Do you guys think that's a feasible item? Like, what price would that actually be as well? Sorry, I won't stay with this, guys. I'm just doing this, like I said, for a test. I didn't think I'd be doing this right now. I didn't even know there was a mouse. I missed this one. I didn't realise this was on here. Minimum price of $8. This isn't going to be the final design. I'm just taking a quick look. But I would use that myself, to be honest. Well, this is taking a moment. $24. Like I said, I'd need to... Some of this border is going to be stuck there. But I'll get the best I could. This is the standard price. But, I mean, I get... If I were to do that, like I wouldn't get any profit because there is a fee. That, I think my profit, the amount of money I'd get out of it is something like that after I take their fee. What was it, $25? I can't remember now. Oh, crap. Gotta get back to the game. I missed what that was. So there was the two sizes there. Do you know, I think I might add them on there. I'm not expecting... I'm not even going to list the website in my description yet. But maybe like a specialist. So, you know, if one of you guys are like, I want to buy that, can you link me? I'll wait for that moment, you know. I'll list it in Discord most likely when I've got a few products up and running. And then whenever anyone wants to buy something, all you have to do is let me know. I'm not going to push to sell anything. You guys know what I'm like. Whilst I might have been, I wasn't not asking for the graphics card donation. It was more of a reminder that I need the card upgrade, in a way. But that's the closest I'll ever get to asking for donations or anything like that. Was that progress bar? I actually hate asking. If they're given to me, great, thank you. You know, always grateful. I just hate asking for them. That's not me. But it's on the same when it comes to the channel, right? I won't go around advertising the channel. I would rather people find the channel, and then if they like it, they'll stay around. They'll hang around. So I kind of view donations the same way. People like what they're seeing, then they're happy to help out. It's exactly the same principle. So I won't go around posting, hey, come look at this channel. I'd rather people find me on their own. It's more of a not only active community, less chance of dead subscribers that way, but also, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I don't want to say closer community, but involved, more of an involved community. But the main reason I was thinking about doing merch is you guys have really been helping me out with, you know, upgrades and such recently. And all whilst you get content out of it, that's all you get. With the merchandise, I only make a minimal amount of profit, but you guys get something physical out of it. You know, you get an actual product. That's why I've been looking into it. The only way, apart from personal thanks and content, the only other way I can say thank you. What's the time? 9 o'clock. We've got a little over 2 hours left. So that'll bring us to around the end of day 3. 3 days to go. 2 hours per day. Yeah, we should be looking at towards the end of tomorrow's stream-ish, roughly speaking, is when we'll do a clean out. So, quick question here, guys. Like regarding that mouse mat, if you wanted something like that, would you want the single image stretched out? It would be stretched. It would be. That's not my design. I can't draw like that. Not especially not on PC. But or would you want it doubled up the way I did it just now? Or if I were to isolate the logo, I could have the 2 ninjas on there and then have the Indian Ninja Gaming stretched out across the whole thing. That might work. I'm just trying to think of different ideas. Sorry, when I get into a little bit of creative thinking, I tend to lose myself a little bit. As you guys might remember from when I did that turning a 3D cube into a dragon's head on Blender stream. Your friend Mr. Green finally here. As in a Tokable. Fair enough. I don't really do the stuff myself, but I've nothing against people who do. Dude, I've lost count how many times I've watched Split in Two and him talking about him and his wife doing it and growing it and selling it because I live in Canada. Even if I weren't in a know-how before that, then I would have been just from there. Because it's all legal in Canada, isn't it? No, that's fair enough, dude. That's fair enough. ADHD is the new glaucoma. Well, like I said, dude, well, whilst I appreciate that, like I said, my streams are set to not meant for children, which means they're not technically designed for anyone under the age of 18. Whilst I am careful, there is some... I am covered if some inappropriate words, material, whatever occurs. Mine's the same. I get down in bed at night and it just doesn't stop. Do you know what I find helps? Listening to audiobooks. Believe it or not. Because you've got to actually take... If like say I'm in bed trying to get to sleep, my brain won't shut up. I mean, I'm not ADHD. I'm just wired that way, though. I listen to an audiobook. You can tell I do it via my Alexa, like Audible through Alexa, and you can tell it to stop playing after X amount of time, so you don't miss too much. But you're forced to sit there and listen to what it's saying. But at the same time, it's enough to help you drift off. Dude, I got a 19-year-old, so trust me, I know what you mean. No. Right, so if I give that one the big bucket. There. And yes, the cougar did just prick up her ears. Oh my god, just... Thank you. Perfect. Well, they've already done one DLC, obviously. And there's going to be another one later in the year. I'm hoping for a new claim. But I don't want it... So this is the best claim, obviously. I want one somewhere between... So let's say you got Old Arnold. Then you got Rivertown. But then you got a big leap in gold. In Pine Valley. So maybe a new claim in between Rivertown and Pine Valley. Right, what I might do then is put this one back up here and hope that more gets put in it. Would have been cool if they had the characters from the show in and you had to compete against them or something. I have got one of the people from the show in this game. Didn't you know? My overseer is Tony Beats. What's it called? You know that army guy Fred. Ignoring the hair, doesn't that face kind of remind you of him? In fact, that little quiff he's got coming off to one side, that kind of reminds me of him as well. Actually, no. If he had a big ass tash and beard, that would be little Fred. Oh my god, it's Mitch. Brennan. Rick. That's Rick Ness. Tell me that's not Rick. Do you know what she reminds me of? She reminds me of that girl that worked for Rick Ness for a while. The hippie stoner surfer lady. Do you mean the ward of the dredge? Yeah, yeah. Oh, Elvis works for me. Who says Elvis is dead? He ain't dead, he just come to work for me. Well, they're not doing multiplayer, unfortunately, at all, ever. This game is never having multiplayer in it. Oh, this FPS again, it's getting all... Can you see it being all jittery? It's a jittery type of low FPS. There's two types, there's the smooth low and there's the jittery low. And that is the jittery low. It's because I was in the workers. Like I said, pause it too long. They would have to rewrite the entire game from the base up if they did multiplayer. And that would just introduce so many more bugs than there already is. Ah. That's alright though. In a couple of weeks. Let's see. Today, the 22nd. 1, 2, 3 weeks, 2 days. Although that is a roughly, so it could be a little earlier, could be a little later. The multiplayer for Out of War drops, along with the big machinery. They've reworked the dirt. What else? There was something else. Trucking. They're introducing all-in-one update. Trucking. A reworking of the dirt. Like as you move the shovel, the dirt will slide around inside it. For example, the reworked machines, so they've got all the different parts that you can see and then take off and all of that. And multiplayer. It's going to be a huge update. But I actually did a couple of streams on Deadliest Catch. It's in my playlist somewhere. It was requested. A long time ago, but it was requested. I don't know. The problem, right, so when it comes to bringing other people into streams, I don't just instantly be like, hey, you, jump on with me. I like to play a game or two with them off camera first, see what kind of a rapport we have, see how well we play together. Actually, it's not. I think I lost a sub. I just haven't updated. Oh, no, never mind. We gained 2. So we're actually at 445 now. So I think that will put us at 89%. If my math is correct. So anyone who's subbed today, who is here still, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. You've gotten me a step closer to my channel being upgraded. A new milestone for the ninja. You play well with others. You know what? My cougar told me that. Oh, she had some stories to share. So, when this leaderboard ends, I was kind of spitballing with some people in stream and such, like, I'm still enjoying Graveyard Keeper, which is why I'm doing that once a week even now. So that will continue, just one stream a week still. And I was thinking 2 streams a week in between leaderboards on Out of Ore and 2 on Satisfactory, unless that's too many games for you guys. If you would rather I stick to just 1 or 2, in which case, like 2 games, let's say, because I still want Graveyard Keeper in there. If it's only the 2 games, then I would do Out of Ore over Satisfactory, especially with the big update. Mummy always told you to be nice to others. There was an incest joke in there somewhere, but I don't think I can bring myself to do it. Ah, sod it. Is this cougar your mummy? The only issue is, we're only doing it for 4 weeks, and then the next leaderboard starts up again. So there's a big break in between the series. The series is. The more the merrier. That's what she said. For anyone who doesn't know, there is a link in the description below, guys, to my channel Discord. Always happy to see new peeps in there. Hey Spy, how you doing, dude? The last time I did a Satisfactory live stream, the Spy was in it. Already? That was quick, even for me. I swear that never happens. I got that one that was stuck. I'm not doing so great. Only joking, just not feeling mining for a skin. Is it because you started late and had to restart? Are you being a bad loser here, Spy? Is that what it is? Oh, that's a shame, dude. They did well for me. I mean, it took me a little longer to get them going, granted, because they were new. And I was kind of feeling my way through the way they could be used, but I don't know, I kind of did well with them. They replaced drilling for me. I didn't have to really drill too much. Well, that looks like it's going a little better. Oh, but when you say you got stuck on them, you mean like I didn't want to leave them. I found a way to get infinite fuel on the mini wash plants. I'm not sure if I could reproduce it. I think I know how it happened, but I didn't make use of it though. I discovered it after I stopped using them. Right, and with that, guys, I'm going to be right back. I need the toilet real quick. See you in a sec. Am I cheating again? No. Like I said, I discovered it after the fact. Like, I'd finished using them and I sent them off to a different claim. And that's when I went to that claim later on, that's when I realised it was happening. Oh, was that 100% full? I thought it was only partially full. No, that swapped out properly this time. Okay. Great. Wait, I'm lost. Okay, that one goes there. And that one goes there. That one goes there. Okay. But at this rate, we're going to need some more buckets again soon. So who here is looking forward to the Out of War update? Given how big the update is. And not just for the multiplayer, but for all the other features as well. I hope we don't have to redo the controls again. Yeah. She doesn't do anything half-cocked, does she? She's got some oomph in her step suddenly. You know, I could probably get a big fuel tank up by the top loader. Frankenstein. That one's at max extension, or close enough. That would save me a little bit of hassle when it comes to refueling. I'm not going to bother with it till I actually need to refuel anything though. Tell you what, she is really going quick this time, isn't she? I don't know if it's the FPS running smoother or... You know, like I said earlier, all my machines seem to have a character of their own. I don't know if that's gone into play. But she really seems to be motoring. Maybe the workers finally woken up. It's year 4, and we're like over halfway through spring. So it's about time that they woke up. Yeah, thanks autosave. That's the annoying thing about autosave, is that way it bugs you out for a second. At least in Out of War, it gives you a heads up. You get that 5-second countdown, don't you? Chat's gone randomly quiet. Sorry guys, I kind of did the same. I got in such a respond to chat frame of mind tonight that where you guys were being super chatty, I forgot to carry on once it stopped. Right, it shouldn't be too much longer, and then they'll be ready to swap again. Oh, there we go. Gonna... Oh wow, the gravel pump's swapping around the same time now. Gonna wait for the ST bucket to swap. I had to think what sluice it was for a second then. The nugget trap. Got to wait for the nugget trap one. That one's fallen behind a bit. It's gone quite out of sync. Ah, it's 6 o'clock. We're not getting any more bonus. No, that's fine, dude. It wasn't just you. All the chat just kind of went quiet suddenly. It was unexpected, and I struggled to keep up my end when that happens. That's my bad, not yours. I wasn't expecting it. Usually you can kind of tell when things are winding down in chat, but this was like really sudden. Right, here's right. So, Skoski, you're around. Well, you're my generation. Um, did you ever play Final Fantasy Tactics? And did you enjoy playing Final Fantasy Tactics? Or any games in that kind of game style gameplay? Because if you're looking at new games and you do like that kind of game, then I have a recommendation for you to at least take a look at. There it is. Okay, probably not then. Or at least you haven't tried that style of game. Let me, don't pause it. Let me show you the one I am on about, and then you can look at it from there. I take it you play Steam games, don't you? Take a look at this game. If you can get on with the style of gameplay, it has some really funny moments in it. This is, you know, my donation penguin, the one that says, I'll do anything for the right price, dude. That comes from one of these games. This isn't done in the style of normal Final Fantasies. It's your turn. You have like grid-like patterns. You can select what members you want out. And you have to... They can move X amount of tiles over. And it's strategic. It's hard to explain. You'd have to take a look at some videos on it. Well, this is this has got quite a bit of comical anime style stuff to it. Oh yeah, we're meant to be doing a clean out, aren't we? Oh crap. One of the buckets I put in here wasn't actually full. They're just the ones that are installed. They're just the games I have installed. Did you not see how many I have? What was it? I I've actually forgotten myself. Oh, sorry about that. So I have, let's take a look here. $40 installed. That's ready to go, but they've pushed it back to like September 3rd now, which is so annoying. Haven't played VR in God knows how long, but I've got 70 VR games and then 545 other games that are not installed at the moment. So even if we ignore the VR, there's 586 games. And that's just on here. I think when we do our clean out, I should 100% empty out the plant. That's including the 2 sets of mats in the middle. I'll get to that. Actually, yeah, no, that bucket can go first then. I've got so many games for free off of Epic. Because Epic give new free games away all the time. A lot of those games come from Humble Bundle. There's so many of them I haven't actually ever played. But Humble Bundle, I think I'd have to show you this to explain this properly. Game bundles. Or trade sim games. That'll do the trick. So... Oh. Actually, no, it won't. Because... Oh, that's the 15. Okay. For £3.69, you get that. Pay £7.92, you get all of this. And then for £11.89, you can get all of these. Now say, don't know which one it was. Just for example, say that's only available. This one here is only available on the, or let's go to the top, easier. This one here. Let's say that one's only available with the if you get everything one. This price is good for this, let alone all the rest. So quite often I would go in for a normally high price game that they've got on the bundle, but have to get the entire bundle to get that game, and I've gotten all of these others along with it. Oh crap, you can't see, sorry. $3.96 gets me Train Sim 4. $7.92 gets me all of that. And then for $11.89 you can get all of this. Now imagine, I don't know how much that is, but I'm guessing that's a good price for that, right? Even if that's only £15 on Steam. You come in here to get this game for that price, right? But you'd actually get all the rest of these as well. And that's why I've got so many games on Steam. What have they got in the software right now? Learn how to make games. Sound effects plugins for sound design. Royalty-free songs. Sorry, guys. When does it stop? Sorry, this is good for me. The place I used to get my royalty-free music from, I can't anymore. Two days. Crap. I get paid Thursday. This is also very good. When does this one end? Sorry, I do like using Blender. Blender I might get on Thursday. I need to stop. Otherwise I'm going to be... But it's a shame about that royalty-free music one. That really is a shame. That would have helped me a lot. Like £15 for all of those songs. Each one of those CDs is worth 50 quid. See, I used to use Freedom to get access to Epidemic Sound for free. But Freedom don't do it anymore. Or at least they're not part of the login anymore. So for some reason I can't do it now. But anyway, that's why I've got so many games. And most of those games I haven't played. I'm not going to lie to you. I got a bundle to get a game I wanted for a lot cheaper. And gained access to everything else at the same time. That's why I got so many games in my library. Oh, I should have stopped my Franks while I was looking at... whilst I was showing you guys. Humble. Oh well. Live and learn. I think I've actually gone past the recommended point. But Humble Bundle is how... Like, so Sony Vegas is worth usually like hundreds of pounds. And I actually got... I won't lie to you guys. I used to have a cracked version a long time ago. But then suddenly one day, there was a version of Sony Vegas 14 available on there for, I think it was £20. I jumped at that. Fit Girl Repacks. Not what you might think. Check it out later. You know what? I don't know why, but this is just resurfaced a memory from back when I was at college. Somebody, someone in my class during a lunch break once went into the computer room that we were going to go in next period and changed the homepage of every web browser on every computer to oldpeople.com. No, it wasn't a porn site. But it was just it was so randomly what the hell. Even the lecturer couldn't stop laughing. If it's a key site, I normally use g2a.com. They've normally done me alright. I've never had any issues. Do you know, I'm gonna have to let Oldman know about that that music, that Humble Bundle music bundle after the stream. That's a lot of royalty-free music for very cheap. He might be able to make use of it. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'll look into it, but we'll see. I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just, when it comes to getting free games, I'm a little skeptical. You know, what's the catch? Oh, no, see, I don't actually, I mean, I used to. But I have nothing hacked or cracked or anything like that now. Wait. No, I tell a lie. I have one program, unofficially. Photoshop. And the only reason I did buy it at one point. But the email associated with it kind of fell into a verification loop. I bought it a long time ago on an old email. That old email was associated with an even older email for its verification. My current email verified with the last email. The last email with an even older one. So the last email suddenly needed a random verification. Could not for the life of me remember my login details for the one prior to that. So I can no longer verify that account. So I forgot the password. I had Photoshop where I had it installed for so long. And you know, I don't want to pay for it twice. You know what? Speaking of games in alpha, 7 Days to Die finally gonna come out of was it pre-release they called it? Let's take a look here. 7 Days to Die is leaving early access. How many years have they been? Has that game been out? So if I were you guys, probably worth grabbing now before the price goes up. I've got Dying Light 2 already. I'm not sure how many DLCs I got with it, but... Right. I'm going to alt-tab out for a sec. Right, there we go. Sorry. No, the versions of... For each game version, whenever they update it, are alphas. Or were they in 0 point something? No, I remember... I can't remember the last version I played, but I remember a version at one point that was 7 Days to Die Alpha 17. I think I vaguely remember seeing like a 21 at some point as well, maybe. So they've been in alpha for a long time, but they're coming out of it and out of early access. God, I remember 7 Days to Die when the dead zombies would turn into like a random gloop and then merge together with other gloops. I've had 7 Days to Die for years. I mean, I remember when you used to have to make the well, when the moped was the only vehicle, and you had to make each part or find each part. So you put down the frame and then you add the parts to it, like the wheels, the battery and everything. And if you had like the best quality items, it went like a bat out of hell. I mean, you could make some jumps in that thing, some ramp jumps, seriously. Why up here? Oh, come on. Thank you. Was that difficult? No. Yeah, all purple parts, mini bike. That thing ruled. But, I'm not gonna lie, I am loving the motorbike you can get in it now. I don't even care about making the 4x4. I just like riding that motorbike in the game. What side do I want this on? Yeah, I'm going to have to come at it from the other side. Or turn this around at least. Talking of purple ones, whatever happened to Saints Row? Like, a new Saints Row game comes out, people are like, yeah, maybe, you know, nostalgia. But that's as far as it goes nowadays. I'm the same. I'm not saying I'm any different. I'll tell you what game I do miss playing. Army of Two. I love that game. That had a great aggro system in that game. I've actually got it installed. Oh, I'll tell you what. Me and a friend from work played it once, right? His first time. I got him into the game. And we found this barn. We were looking for a new town to loot. You know, we found this barn. We held up in the barn at night. Looked out the window. It was misty. And there was a light on a building in the distance. Up a windy road hill. Up a winding road going uphill to a single building. And from the distance, from where we were at, I swear to God, it looked like the Overlook Hotel from The Shining. Oh, Saints Row, you mean? I think I got number 4 on. It's either Steam or Epic. But who doesn't enjoy a game where you get to beat people over the head with a giant purple dildo? That's where I suddenly get another 20 people join the stream. Giant purple dildo? I need to watch that guy. I've been on a bit of a nostalgia kick recently, actually. I've been playing quite a few PS2 games emulated. That's all good, dude. Go fuel up. I hate this corner. I'll be glad when I get another Frank in the row. 65 grand PC. Probably one of NASA's cast-offs. Damn, I hate that angle. No, you know what it is due to, don't you? The 65 grand PC is the beginning of Skynet. But I need to get my loader in there and deal with that corner. You know, for a PC that price, you better be damn sure it's going to take over the world. I wouldn't want it otherwise. It's either going to be Skynet or the Matrix. If things stay as they are, it's the Matrix. We just don't know about it. If you suddenly hear about some rampaging, super muscly Austrian dude, Austrian sounding dude, then, you know, it's Skynet. I wonder how many how many people right now are googling Skynet Austrian guy, like, because I don't know the films. They are quite old films, to be honest, to be fair. You're tempted to buy it. Which one? The 65-gram PC or the 100-gram PC? And here's the thing, right? I give it like 5-6 years and that PC will be obsolete. Or not obsolete, but there'll be upgrades. There'll be, you know, and then you'd have to do it again. That's the trap. That's why I don't go top of the line with everything. You don't need to, and you're just made to think I need that one now because my one's not as good as it was. You got more money than me to be able to buy the PC you are buying. I wouldn't say you're poor. You might not be well off, but you're not poor. Skoski, I was saying, like, when I was talking about Skynet and the muscly the muscly Austrian dude, how many people do you reckon will be Googling to see what film that is? Where it's such an old film. I was saying, like, that 100 grand PC or even that 65 grand PC, for that price, it better be taking over the world. So it has to have, like, the beginning version of either the Matrix or Skynet on it. Beta versions. Beta testing versions of Skynet or Matrix. He said, like, so there's two PCs he mentioned. One was 65 grand, the other was 100. So I went off to say, like, they have to be like either Skynet or the Matrix on those PCs. That's probably why they're so expensive. And then I was just thinking, like, I wonder how many. I went on to say, like, you know, if it's Skynet, you know, if it's the Matrix, we're not even going to know. Things will just go on as normal. If it's Skynet, then you might hear about some really muscly Austrian dude just killing people. And then I was like, well, I wonder how many people are actually now researching Skynet and Austrian guy to see what comes up where the film's so old. That's a lot of buckets. We're not even done yet. Still got another 3.5 days to go. Austin. Don't say it, Skoski. Austin. Without Googling, can you tell me what Skynet comes from? I'll even give you a clue. The muscly dude was Arnold Schwarzenegger. The muscly Austrian dude. No clue. Oh my god. I mean, there was only, what, 3 or was it 4 films plus a TV show? Granted, okay, Arnold wasn't in the last film, and I don't know about the TV show. Yeah, Terminator. See? You say Skynet, no one has a fucking idea. You tell him Arnold was in it, he's like, oh, I know. Everyone loves the governor. Yeah, but even so. That's no excuse. But the Terminator has a pet donkey? Or do you mean the actor? Or the governor, as he is now? He's never even seen a landline phone. Do you want to see? Do you guys want to see the first mobile phone I ever had? Literally, it was only calls and texts it could do. Oh no, it had a calculator, I think. But that's it. It had nothing else. A phone. Calling, texting, a calculator, and it obviously showed the time and date. Don't... Do you know what? I need to do a reload anyway. That's fine. That was my first mobile phone. Or cell phone for the transatlantic peoples. This thing was built sturdier than the Nokia was, and that's saying something. You look at phones nowadays, just look at them and they crack their screens. Which is ironic, really, because that's all anyone ever does, is look at their phones. But this one, you could throw across a room about 20 times and it'd still be fine. Oh my god, yeah, just think of the PC you could have had for that money. That direction, there we go. Who here likes Dragon Ball? Random change of subject there. I mean, you might need to do a sudden U-turn because of that change of subject, but who likes Dragon Ball? $3K for a phone and a PC. $3K can do so much more. This shows you how overpriced phones are now. Got iPhone 15, and yeah, here's the thing, right? I don't care if my phone is the most up-to-date model or not. I've had this same phone now for about 5 years. I paid off its contract. I'm on a SIM-only contract now, so I only pay for the calls, the data, texts, you know. I haven't so much as cracked the screen once in all this time. My phone still does well with most games and apps. So what's the point? Oh, okay. No, it's fine. I just had a joke. If you like Dragon Ball, I had a joke, but you need to know Dragon Ball to get the joke. It's the same joke I turned into a Minecraft, little minor Minecraft animation. It was like a little 30-second animation, but I think I got it released. I think I re-released it as a short on this channel. It was originally made for my old channel, and I re-released it for this one as a short. Didn't get many views though. Not like the when mining goes wrong short for the cock-up moments on Out of Ore. That's what I mean though. Phones now, literally you just look at them in a dodgy way and they break. Whereas things like the Nokia, well, let's just say they weren't called bricks for nothing. You know what? Let's go into town here and back again. Yeah, the older cell phones, they weren't called bricks just because of their shape. I'm pretty sure that a house built with them, with those style phones, instead of actual bricks, will probably outlive a brick-built house. That's what I mean. There's always another. That's what I was saying about that really expensive PC. There's always going to be another model. So why go top of the range? If your PC or your phone can do still what most modernized phones can do, then why bother updating? You don't need to. Skip a couple of generations. Wait for a couple of generations till, I don't know, a new phone like actually makes a significant advancement. I don't actually like iPhones myself. I prefer Android. In fact, years and years and years ago, I think this was like a iPhone 6 or 7. My brother got hold of one. Somebody didn't want it anymore. You know, they sold it to him for like a super stupidly cheap price, something like that. It took a bit of finagling, but we managed to strip the iPhone of its OS, and with the aid of a memory card, we put Windows on it. Just because we both hate Apple that much. Think how many buckets were here at the start of the stream. Let me put it this way. Whilst it wasn't the full load, when I go to the shop to buy more buckets, I max out the amount number you can buy twice, and then fill them up in my dump truck. I could go more, but it takes longer to try and fit that third one in, I think. Wait, or was it the fourth? I don't know. It comes a point where it takes longer to try and pile them on top than it does to just buy them, chuck them in, come back. That's when I stop. Quite a lot of that spilled over the edge. My angle was not... My depth perception on that angle was not very good. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I actually really want to do a clean out. I mean, I'm not going to improve on that with this clean out. I'm not. Maybe on my second clean out at day 20, which is end of summer. But the reason why I want to know what I've got so far is it will help me calculate what my total might be at the end. That one, of course, will be improved upon, but I'm going to need 30k at least to be able to hit top 10, and I don't think that's going to be in there. But I'm going to wait, don't worry. I'm going to hold true to what I said. I'm going to wait. And I'll do my clean out tomorrow. Even if we don't quite make it to the end of spring, we should do, but even if we don't quite make it, I'll still do my clean out tomorrow. Where the hell did that come from? Ah, oh, just shy. Well, actually, no, that missed by a mile. Wasn't even a rim shot. Ah, rim shot. Grow up, guys. Come on. I love using a frank to move a frank. I hate the ground when it's like this so much. Yeah, no it is. Have you ever stopped and read what's on the buckets? I didn't realise it was someone new. Sorry, hello Ryan. Same colour as Austin. But have you guys ever stopped and read the label on the buckets? It's funny. It's both nice that they've added that kind of detail, but it's funny what they've put on it in a way. Right, about the last 20-30 minutes or so, I've started having a headache coming on, guys. It is starting to pick up a bit again. So I might end up a little early tonight. I'll go until the next swap out, and then I'll probably end it for tonight, I think. Hope you guys don't mind. If it had stayed at the same level, then, you know, it would have been fine, but it's actually been amping up suddenly. I'll tell you what, it will be nice when I can muscle my Franks up onto that dirt ledge so I don't have to stop every half square and move on. I could do a full square at a time, like do half a square, then I force the back end of my Frankenstein up onto the dirt bench. I'm sure you guys have seen me do this. While that's emptying, let me show you guys. Children can fall into bucket and drown. Now, look at the size of that bucket, right? And then look at the size of the child. So for the child to be able to fall into the bucket, needs to be like really, really young toddler. If the bucket's full of water, or enough water for them to be able to drown, it's going to be hard to... Right, so yeah, either there's going to be... Sorry. Rephrase. It's either going to be really full. It has to be really full. Otherwise, even a toddler will be pulling it over. It's just, I just find it weird that they've put that on there. Weird in a funny way. That's what I meant by funny. Keep children away from bucket with even a small amount of liquid. Oh, okay, fair enough. I just think it was really weird that they added it in. To be honest, I didn't even realise that was a 5-gallon bucket. It doesn't look like it. Then again, with me, water guesstimations, I'm not very good. Yeah, I'm not very good at guessing gallons and litres and, you know, show me a volume of water, I couldn't tell you how much is in there, not even at a guess, I'd be completely wrong. That's, I think, another reason why I thought it was funny. I suppose it's lack of context, isn't it? Like, you can't see your own body versus the bucket. Or your own player's body, you know what I mean. Oh no, I do get that, Ryan. I do get that you don't need a lot to drown. I mean, if you're determined, let's call it, you can actually drown with a glass of water. It's difficult, but it's doable. Bloody uneven ground. Do you know, I can't actually wait until we're in this back half here, because it's got overburden, which means I can flatten the crap out of it. Right, so we'll keep going until the ST bucket gets swapped. Then we'll swap everything over, clean stuff out, you know, clean out the mats, and then we'll call it a stream for tonight, guys. It's not going to be that much of a loss. It'll be less than half an hour shorter. But I want to deal to this headache before it deals to me, so I've had enough of headaches for the weekend. From the weekend. I'm also occasionally prone to migraines, so that's why I like to deal with headaches that are trying to come on rapidly, because migraines are the worst. They really are. There's the minus moss. So we've got about 20-25% for the ST bucket. I think the headache was caused, or at least started, by when the frame rate becomes choppy. Like, not like I said earlier, there's two types. For example, at 30 FPS, there's two types. You've got the smooth 30, but you've also got the really choppy style 30 FPS, where it does affect your vision, where it can make your stomach clench if you're prone to things like that, you know. And this game could be a bit mean when it comes to the memory leaks, as we all know. Yeah, so hang around. Be back. Make sure you're here tomorrow, guys, if you want to see what the clean out is. Probably going to be towards the end of the stream. It will either be, if we haven't hit the end of summer in time, then it will be about this time tomorrow the cleanup will happen. Whatever happens first. This time tomorrow, or we get to day 10 of summer. You know, 1 day to go, or... Yeah, I think 1 day to go will do the trick. That doesn't look like a full bucket. Of course it isn't. You want to be a rock star? Don't we all? But there's not that many rock star vets out there. Rocking it with a parrot backup singer. Or a zebra on a xylophone, I don't know. I do love how the sound on this breaks. Fantastic. You know what? I'm going to count that as done. It's at 99%, so that's fine. And that is... That's only 59%. And that is just enough as well for me to grab this and chuck this on here, so that'll work. And with that, we are out of buckets. I'm going to take these ones up to the equipment shed before we end off. Let me turn off my Franks. Yes, you're right. It is too small an industry. Goska. I don't know why I add in that accent when I say it. It sounds like it should be something from Russia. Guska. Privyet Skuska. Again, probably butchering the word, but Privyet. That's it, that's better. Privyet. Privyet. Privyet Skuska. Damn. What am I doing? Look, you can get in there. This is going to be one hell of a clean out. I don't even care if I don't make a max gold leaderboard, this leaderboard. I'm just trying a different method with this. As long as I've got a seasonal. Holy crap, that is a lot of buckets though. Oh, what do you guys estimate is here right now? What did we have last time? Last clean out was, what, 19 grand? 18, 19 grand? There's got to be at least 20, 25 here. At least. You lived in Iceland for 13 years and they would say, Skoski, how are you? I am Scottish. Okay, fair enough, dude, fair enough. Oh, okay, it's like Iceland slang for Scottish. Fair enough. But you can see the way my way worked, though, can't you? That's not 84k's worth of gold in there, dude. There's no chance. Let me show you something. Here, just need my screenshots. This was something like 18, 19,000. Okay? There's more buckets here. I don't think there's twice as many. Maybe half? So maybe there is like 30k here. Skoski. Oh, okay. It's not Skoski, it's Skoski. Oh, 84 buckets. No. How much gold? How many ounces do you reckon? I'd like to think there's maybe 30k here. I'm going to revise. I said up to about 25k. I think 25 to 30 right now. We've still got more days to go though, so there's going to be more gold here by the end of it. But anyway, guys, I am going to end off here because this headache is starting to kick my ass. So, until tomorrow, I hope you all have a good night. Stay safe, sleep well. Thank you all very much for watching. Goodbye.